Alright guys, so this is a greasy old video that I haven't even come close to posting. I tried making it a few times and my phone keeps dying, which is basically my camera source, so I think this is like take 9 over the past few days that I tried to make of this greasy old friggin' Savage here. But anyways, here we go. So I don't even know what HPI Savage this thing is. I don't know. It's all friggin' aluminum. Well, almost all aluminum, but it's pretty much all the way there. Now, the reason as to why this thing is the way it is actually due to the fact that the front diff up here, I'll place this arm on this tire, and it's not doing it now. There we go. That's the front diff pretty much committing suicide because it's an HPI Savage. I don't friggin' like these things. I never friggin' will. But anyways, this truck here is, I sold my KX250 for $1,200 and I got 2 RC cars. This is one of them and the Savage was the other. Not the Savage, the Jada was the other one. Anyways, she pretty much has all Integy aluminum parts on it, including the Integy piggyback shocks that are complete and utter shit. These things, I do not recommend Integy. That's just my saying. I'm not too much of an RC car connoisseur. I've messed with them a lot, but as much as I hate to say it, they are a bad addiction to get into. I frankly wanted to shoot myself a lot whenever I work on these things. Just kind of like getting the greasy engine out of this friggin' thing. Pretty much a giant friggin' behemoth of an engine sits in this area. And this is like the spur gear, which I think it's metal. Actually, no, is it metal? I'm pretty sure it isn't. Oh yeah, it's like pressed steel. Actually, no, that's like tool steel or something like that. But anyways, it's got a... I only got this thing in a second gear, so I'm just going to say that this is a 2-speed transmission. It could be a 3-speed. I mean, friggin' hell for all I know. This truck here, it's got... I already blew the servo out of it. It was a high torque metal gear deal. But I blew that servo out of it just like the idiot that I am. I can't really have anything too nice, so I had to dub it down. So I blew that servo in the smithereens after hitting a curb at like 20 miles an hour or something stupid like that. So naturally, what I ended up doing was putting like a $2 servo off of frigging eBay into this stupid thing. But let's see here, what do we... I don't even know what kind of receiver that is. Probably some Japanese made piece of crap, but that's the servo if you can friggin' see it. I think you guys can, but not the servo, the receiver. The throttle servo looks like the regular stock servo. I seriously, I don't know. The front differentials on these monsters are known for exploding and going into a billion pieces and pretty much just utterly committing suicide. So that's pretty much what happened in this case. I did a friggin' raunchy wheelie on this thing just because, why not? It's a badass truck, especially with the motor that this thing had in it. And she done spit her guts. I literally watched chunks of diff. Because when it happened, Alright, so this has a sway bar. Both wheels were like this in the friggin' air, and then this side jumps up kind of like this, and then I watched chunks just fly out the side here. So that's friggin' mint. Just friggin' sassy, it did. But, I seriously don't know if this is a Savage Axe or a Savage Flux. I could not tell you. This is the Savage with no name. This thing has not gotten a name from me. As much as I try to hunt down a name for it, I can't find anything. But it is what it is. I'm honestly not depressed that I can't find out what truck this is, only just due to the fact that these things have pretty much an insane aftermarket support of parts, and it's pretty cool to see that people come up with a bunch of crap for these things. But to be frankly honest, it gets a little confusing after a while. If you're wondering what this stupid little thing here is, actually I don't even think I have the battery in this stupid truck, but pretty much that's neon. It's blue neon, so look at that. Look at a sassy friggin' clown on it. Fucking A, right? Just friggin' creepy as all hell. Probably scares the shit out of a lot of people. Creeps me out here and there whenever I take the hood off of this stupid thing. But this friggin' truck is just right friggin' sassy. I love this thing to death. But at the same time, I really wish I didn't own it, just due to the fact that I look like one of them savage punks. I have a hobby store just up here that people race and stuff like that, and I just take this thing there to basically bounce it off the jumps, put it through the grass a little bit, just pretty much drive it up and down their parking lot and make a bunch of noise. And this thing's stupid quick, that we actually got this thing up to like friggin' 80 miles an hour. And yes, these are belted tires. I don't even know what wheels and tires these things are. I pretty much just got this truck and started romping on it. But, this truck is, it's alright. Would I recommend an all-aluminum Savage? No, I would not. The reason why I say this is because whenever you upgrade something, something else has to give after that. And the perfect example is literally the diff. The diff casing is plastic. So when it took all that torque and it couldn't shear anything up here or wherever, and it couldn't, flex the A-arms or something like that, it just had to give it throughout the plastic pieces of the front differential. So I would not recommend all aluminum as a good option for your RC vehicle, plus the weight distribution. Like this thing, alright, so right now it has, ooh, the diff moves around, not the diff, the transmission. That's nice to know. Oh, it don't have any screws in it. Alright, cool. But, long story short, the weight distribution, this thing has a lot of weight in the rear, and it doesn't even have the engine or gas tank on it yet. Yes, this does have a frigging aluminum gas tank that is more bigger. The way I see it is the gas tank that goes on this thing is larger than Texas. So I can't imagine that that's any type of weight savings. This truck is not the definition of weight reduction. And matter of fact, this is the total opposite. This is like the complete American. This is like the most American Savage ever, just because it's all aluminum. It's like, yeah, America. Got me some big tires, some good suspension. Look at that. But, anyways, I don't recommend an all-aluminum Savage, but I think an HPI Savage that's bone stock would be friggin' awesome to have. So, anyways, with that, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'm going to cut it now just because there's really nothing much to say about this. It kind of pisses me off that the front diff had to explode, but it is what it is. So anyways, guys, I hope you all enjoyed that, and yeah, as always, keep it friggin' retarded.